We tell them that do this exercise as diligently as you take your pills.
Is there a possibility to treat a ligament tear without any surgery or just by physiotherapy?
Physio, they never prescribe medicine.
Medicine, yeah.
She spoke about more of the exercise part.
Your body just doesn't work with one portion, right? Like if it is my lower back, it's very easy. You just keep a foam roller in your house in your next to you. Your muscles, they need certain set of electrolytes to function to their normal capacity. An athlete comes whenever they're working out, they lose the salts from their body.
Chiropractors, physiotherapists, and the orthopedics, how they are different from each other, or I mean, or they all three work as a team.
What I can talk about physio is that we don't rely on the sound of the
Yeah.
opening of the joints.
Yeah. It's not ideal to keep your back straight. Let's talk about tech neck now because we spend so much time on our phone as a content creator.
Isometric is something when it is a form of stabilizing exercise.
Yeah.
एक फिजियोथेरेपिस्ट जो होता है इसका एक इंग्लिश टर्म है जो कि एक अलाइड हेल्थ केयर प्रोफेशनल होते हैं. Somebody is drinking a lot on a Saturday and then they just sleep. उनकी नर्व डैमेज हो जाती है उस पोजिशन में. Having a positive attitude towards that injury is also very important in terms of recovery.
If there is no ideal position according to you, what is a complete no position?
We are talking a lot about body positivity and it's a great thing. I think everybody should feel comfortable in their own skin. But normalizing overweight in the name of body positivity can cause health issues in future. Do you agree?
There are various foot exercises.
Yeah.
So whenever like you're sitting right now, no? So there are so many things you can do.
So the pain is gone, the problem is fixed. Welcome back to another episode of Raw Reflection, where we have raw conversations about beauty, well-being, and inspiring stories. Today we have Aishwarya Nigam, a skilled physiotherapist who believes movement is medicine and healing starts with understanding your body, not just by treating your pain.
Welcome,
Hi,
Aishwarya.
Aishwarya.
Thank you for having me.
The pleasure is all ours. So I'll start with this most basic question. Why physiotherapy? What makes you love this profession?
Okay, so wow, this is like now when I look back at my journey and I see that I am working with people with pain and I'm helping them get out of pain, sometimes navigating them and helping them get back to the things that they love and do. So now when I do it and when I see a huge difference in them, like from where they started to now where they are at, I feel I was always meant to do this. So I always have that inclination about learning about the body and how the body works. And then I got in depth and did my specialization in the same field. So musculoskeletal physiotherapy. And there I got to learn more and more in depth on like how like the smallest movement can have the largest impact on not only your pain but also your functional activities or daily activities.
Correct.
So now that I'm in this field, I just feel that I need to do more and more work and understand why the pain, why like what is the cause of the pain, and help more and more people with it.
If you had to be something else apart from a physiotherapist, if you had a choice, say long back, what would you choose?
I actually had a fleeting thought that I would obviously be in the medical field,
Okay.
doing some kind of service. That was my first thought, and then if not, then maybe something related to technology or biology, like biotechnology, basically. But thank God I chose this field. But if you ask me now, I could also be educating people about their bodies, so that could be one thing.
Wow.
But it will always be around this, so it could be content creation around helping people out, if not in
How
real.
inspiring.
आपने अपने पूरे आंसर के अंदर पेन वर्ड को काफी ज्यादा बार यूज किया. आई मीन दिस प्रोफेशन एंड द पेन हाउ इट्स रिलेटेड अराउंड इट एंड पीपल स्पेशली मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि इंडिया के अंदर या पीपल अराउंड मी आई सॉ कि they have this innate ability of like masking or hiding the
Yes.
pain. We will come back to the pain part later, but still, I would like to ask, like, but choosing this profession was never a personal thing, like something inspired you, something you saw around when it
Yeah.
comes to pain, or it just like a service
I
oriented thing?
had some basic exposure to physiotherapy.
Okay.
So the college I went to in basically the principal of that college, Dr. Ashok Patil, he was a close family friend. So he would help my parents out if they had any issues. So then I figured like this is something good. So majorly for me getting into this field was all about learning about the body. Truly, like more than even having a personal injury or any experience like that. It was more about what it is, like the curiosity about learning and more. So even when now I see a client, the I just go in depth, like why this one would have this kind of a pain, like what it could be.
We often come across this thing, but personally speaking about me, मुझे ऐसा लगता था, and for a good period of time मैंने physiotherapist को something related with massages relate करना चालू किया. It got changed, thank God it got changed, and with good experience it got changed. But if I have to ask you, define a physiotherapist in a language which is very easily
Easy to
understood by any person who is watching this
Yeah.
podcast, who is a physiotherapist?
सो एक फिजियोथेरेपिस्ट जो होता है इसका एक इंग्लिश टर्म है जो कि एक अलाइड हेल्थ केयर प्रोफेशनल होता है. बेसिकली जो हमारी हेल्थ केयर सिस्टम है उसके बहुत सारे लाइक पुर्जे हो, समझ लो आप, बहुत सारे पार्ट्स होते हैं ना, बहुत सारे सिस्टम्स होते हैं. तो जैसे एक डॉक्टर हो गया, ऑर्थो हो गया, या फिर जनरल फिजिशियन हो गए, तो वो एक हमारे लीड होते हैं. देन उनको वो प्रोफेशन जो भी, they are saving lives basically. They are helping people again lead better lives by giving them medications or maybe operating on them, right? So then there are nurses, right? Even those are allied healthcare. They are nursing the patient, caring them basically, helping them recover in a
Faster.
different way. हाँ, like when they are in the hospital, assisting, technical assistance होता है, lab technicians होते हैं. उसी तरह से physiotherapist होता है. वो भी एक system का part होते हैं in terms of patient and health care. So बहुत टाइम तक physios were working under doctors and like under them and abide whatever the doctor would say the physio would then follow. But ये field इतनी grow हो गई, so I would not blame your ideologies because उस समय ये फील्ड उतनी एडवांस थी ही नहीं. ओवर अ पीरियड ऑफ टाइम दिस फील्ड हैज डेवलप्ड एंड they are now working, they are now doing evidence based practice. मतलब there are studies going on every single day and there are new evidences that come around कि कैसे एक पेन को हम मैनेज कर सकते हैं या कैसे किसी डिसफंक्शन को मैनेज कर सकते हैं. सो इन सिंपल टर्म्स फिजियोज वो होते हैं जो आपके पेन या कोई भी आपका डिसफंक्शन रहा कि चलो मैं यहाँ पे ऐसे हाथ लिफ्ट कर रहा हूँ तो मुझे ये पेन हो रहा है, या मैं बेंड कर रहा हूँ ये पेन हो रहा है, या फिर मुझे डिस्कम्फर्ट हो रहा है, या मुझे टिंगलिंग नमनेस हो रहा है. तो हम वो प्रॉब्लम को असेस करते हैं, आइडेंटिफाई करते हैं, रूट कॉज पे जाते हैं, उस प्रॉब्लम को कैसे हम वहाँ से बाहर निकले. तो उसके लिए हम गोल्स बनाते हैं, शॉर्ट टर्म गोल्स, लॉन्ग टर्म गोल्स. उनके पेशेंट के क्या चाहिए, उनको क्या चाहिए, उनके गोल्स कुछ भी हो सकते हैं.
Correct.
सो उनके गोल्स आइडेंटिफाई करते हैं, देन उन पॉइंट लाइक प्रॉब्लम टू देयर गोल्स, वहाँ पे कैसे पहुँचना है उसके लिए एक रिहैब प्रोग्राम होता है, वो हम बनाते हैं. उस दौरान अगर हम कोई एक्सरसाइज करा रहे हैं तो उनको वो एक्सरसाइज करते वक्त अगर कुछ पेन हो रहा है, दर्द हो रहा है, तो वी यूज मोडालिटीज. जैसे कि टेंस हो गया, इलेक्ट्रोथेरेपी जिसे कहते हैं. सो मशीन्स लगाते हैं ना, जिससे थोड़ा पेन रिलीफ होता है, या फिर उन्हें हेल्प करता है उनके नर्व्स को काम डाउन करने के लिए, ब्लड फ्लो इम्प्रूव करने के लिए. वी डू नीडलिंग, टेपिंग. तो बेसिकली वी यूज दीज मोडालिटीज टू हेल्प देम रिकवर फ्रॉम देयर पेन and we get them back to their functional activities, to the activities of their daily living as soon as possible.
So I can totally relate to it because I had like a ligament tear.
Oh.
And I had to go through a surgery.
Okay.
And then my doctor had told me that after the surgery, like you have to go through physiotherapy. And I was like, what, again I have to go through something.
Yes.
And then he very lightly, maybe to make me feel comfortable, he told me it's just massage and nothing else. Yeah. So how do you feel when people compare a physiotherapist as a, something like that? It's just a massage or something. How do you feel? I mean,
Yes. So, I mean, the doctor must have thought that somehow I'll make her go to a physio
Yeah.
Correct.
where she doesn't feel intimidated. And
Yeah.
when you spend so much money in operations and
Yeah.
like in surgeries,
Yeah.
and then you're asked to spend a bunch of money like again.
Yeah.
So then anybody would get, triggered and be a little uncomfortable. But this is like the issue. And yeah, now that we don't feel very offended. Like, I wouldn't feel offended if anybody would call me a massage therapist. First of all, I though have never even like worked with the soft tissue. I just work with diagnosing the problem. So even if they do, I'm like, okay, just come. Like, first let me have a look what your issue is. And I work with massage therapists. So I work with them. And if anybody needs like a release, I ask them to get it released.
Correct.
So, but it's getting lesser now these days. Like, there is a little more awareness that is taking place. And then now we used to get like written document by the doctor, just how they prescribe medicines. Like, the chemist will give you the medications as is. They would prescribe exercises to the patients, and the patient would come to us and say कि ये exercise आपको कराना है. So I'm like, but I need to first see what your problem is, because I will actually spend 45 minutes with you to understand what your issue is, whereas maybe an ortho would spend 5 to 10 minutes to maybe just touch your joint and tell you that
आपने
okay, this
कितना beautifully explained किया throughout the time. The important things, if anybody has missed it, she never took a single time use of word medicine. She never, a physio, they never prescribe medicine.
Medicine, yeah.
She spoke about more of the exercise part, the muscle, which I'm sure she gonna discuss in a little more detail, that how to make the normal day-to-day function of that muscle again in a more acceptable way.
yes.
Throughout the time, she never used the word medicine, and she talked about the stiffness, getting that muscle back to its reset to its normal self. So that's that's what I'm taking from this whole conversation, that physiotherapist is basically somebody who help you live
Yes.
a normal life. So there is no involvement of medicine when it
No,
comes to
no,
physio.
none at all. In fact, like, that's why some people, when they actually learn about physiotherapy, they end up liking it because they feel so good without taking the painkiller. They're like, okay, this is so good. This is like, actually, we give them some medicine, we'll give them some exercises, and we tell them that do this exercise as diligently as you take your pills. Like, they'll just
Yes.
slip out. They'll be
Yes.
like, नहीं करते हैं, ठीक है, हो जाएगा. But then I ensure that I like literally I brainwash them that you have to do these exercises like your morning pill.
So what are the pills that physio suggests in the form of food? The food as a physio that always stood by कि exercise के साथ ये dose लेना पड़ेगा, जैसे कि
Acha, in
watermelon.
terms of food.
Yeah, food.
So, is in that case, it's mostly electrolytes that
Okay.
we tell them that, are you taking your electrolytes well? Are you taking your calcium? Like, are you checking your calcium? Are you seeing if your calcium levels are right? Are your vitamin D levels right? Because these are the vitamins that actually can have an impact on your pain, and even B12.
Okay.
B12,
So, yeah, so
calcium,
and vitamin D.
And
Yes.
you said electrolyte, but how,
Electrolyte.
I mean electrolytes in a way, like can we have like that that ORS kind of electrolyte? Can anybody can have it, like?
Yeah. So these days there are really good electrolytes. Like, ORS is the standard one that is available, but there are even better ones in the market, the fizzy ones that you get. So even those are very nice. So basically, your muscles, they need certain set of electrolytes to function to their normal capacity.
Okay.
So you need the salts.
Salt.
in-
Salt. Okay.
In the form of electrolytes.
हाँ, So
Okay.
then the muscle functions, because whenever you work out, so if an athlete comes, whenever they're working out, they lose the salts from their body, and then the muscle tends to not function to its full capacity and then end up being in cramps.
Okay.
Yes. Let's say that so hydration is also very
Yes.
important
Yes.
for hydration plus electrolytes that will actually add
Yes.
and muscle. I mean that I
Yeah.
correct me if I'm wrong. Is the muscle is the only age reversing?
Absolutely.
That's the only organ that says that it
Can reverse your age.
can reverse your age.
Yeah, so it's very true, because when you train the muscle, so when we talk about age, we talk about joints and bones, basically, right? So when you strengthen your muscle, so the muscle tendinous junction, so it's too technical now, but it kind of gives the impulse to your bones to generate more bone cells. Okay, so it gives the impulse to your cartilage to help it regenerate. And when you strengthen the muscle, when you have strong joints, okay, when you have strong and stable joints, so then the other structures around your joint, they start acting up properly, like your ligaments, like when you have a ligament strain, like you mentioned.
Correct.
So when the ligament tears or strains, the ligament has a capacity to balance and stabilize your joint. So when it loses that, only the muscles come to rescue. So then we strengthen and train the muscle in such a way that it helps the ligament to stabilize. And that is why we tell them to strengthen your cords and when you have a ligament injury.
But if we have a ligament tear, like in my case, I had to
Yeah.
go through a surgery. But
Yes.
is there a possibility to treat a ligament tear without any surgery or just by physiotherapy?
Yes, there are both cases. So
Okay.
I will not be completely against surgery also,
Okay.
because in some cases I've really seen wonderful results, and even the orthos now, like even they are doing a lot of research in that field, and they are giving out very good results of surgery when they perform it. So, but in some cases, if you're not an athlete and if you don't have to really be very active in your field, somebody like in later stage in their life, also like when they are elderly or late 50s or 60s, then we can tell them, if you have a ligament thing, you can skip the
Okay.
surgery and just do a good rehab.
Okay.
And some studies have also found that even a full tear has shown signs of regrowth. But then every body is different.
I know.
So
yeah.
we cannot completely rely on that and do. But yes, we have conservative management of ligament injuries. So you have rotator cuff tears in your shoulder. So we do conservative rehab for that too. But then again, we also care about the patient. So we
Correct.
will not force somebody into that. So we will have a very wise discussion, very extensive discussion with the ortho. Maybe 2 orthos if required, a couple of physios like colleagues. So we take that decision together, but then you have to be in that system that actually supports and helps that.
Correct.
If you know what I mean. So that more and more, even like physios need to take those informed decisions with their colleagues and orthos and not refrain from it. So
it's
then
like-
it helps the
So what you mean is it's like a teamwork with
teamwork is very important. Whenever
with like
you have
ortho
such
and physio,
physio.
Sure, many people do come across this the difference between the difference, like the different
Orthos.
call, like physio is there, which we understood now. There is a ortho,
Yes.
and then there is a chiro.
Ha.
So the chiropractors, physiotherapists, and the orthopedics, how they are different from each other, or I mean, they all three work as a team.
Yeah. So chiropractic was something that was founded in US, and I mean both this field were founded in the US only. Before that, in India we had yoga basically to help people physically. There was Pilates, which was
Correct.
there, which was another foundational form of exercise that the US Army, I think if I'm not wrong, founded, and then they used to train them. So from that, different fields started like growing, and physiotherapy grew, and then chiropractic grew. So in chiropractic, what happens is they basically help basically they help to open up your joints.
Okay.
So with the cracking sound, and they adjust, basically they call them bone adjusting. So that is one thing. But again, their approach is very, they do assess also, but it's a different approach altogether. So physios approach it very differently, and chiros approach pain very differently. And what I can talk about physio is that we don't rely on the sound of the
Yeah.
opening of the joints.
Yeah.
And what I see on Instagram these days is that they are showing these really tremendous
That
cracking
sound,
sound,
that
and
ASMR sounds, and it
Yeah.
sound,
they are trying to catch a lot of followers and
yeah,
clout
it's-
with
Correct.
that.
It
Yeah.
looks so, and they
Very
put mic on
satisfying,
every
huh?
joint
Yeah.
just to make sure that
Yeah.
knuck-
Sometimes it's
popping
also
sound.
very fake. Like even those sounds are
Yeah, it
fake.
can be created.
And
yeah.
you know the kind of clickbait they show in that, like, you know, they'll keep some beautiful girl and then that sound
Yeah, I've
is
heard
made.
a lot about it. I've not seen those kind of content yet, but
But I'll tell you
Personally,
from
it-
personal
it
experience,
looks very scary that somebody is.
you can get injured with that.
yeah.
And even then, like, you will never see somebody says that I got healed with that. They'll say, yeah, okay, they felt good, because that is a very satisfying feeling when you hear a crack.
Yes.
Yeah, there's no evidence of.
Hi, there is no strong evidence on that, and they don't really, like, aisa nahi hai that it's completely healed. And if that is the only thing you're doing, then it's wrong, because it has to be. So if I crack your back now, I can do it for you. You will feel great, but that is not going to be a permanent solution. So that exercise rehab is necessary.
In daily life, we do a lot of mistakes regarding our posture, sleeping, bath. So there are so many mistakes that we do which can cause like really major pain, and can seek help from physiotherapy, or maybe be aware of what needs to be done and what we should not do. So let's break that down one by one. Now, I want to talk about the back position. So we have often heard that we need to keep our back very straight. But I've also heard, like when I was doing research about this podcast with you, I've also heard physiotherapists saying that it's not ideal to keep your back straight, because you have a curvaceous back that needs to be maintained. So let's go deep into it and talk about it.
Perfect. So whatever research that you have done, it's awesome, because you are bang on right.
Yeah.
That there is no one correct posture, and that even if you try to sit like very straight, you will start feeling the discomfort, and you have to try to break the posture every 30 to 40 minutes.
Okay.
So let's say if I decide to sit extremely like straight right now, then maybe after 30 to 40 minutes, it's okay to
be
relax a little
Yeah.
bit. Because then that muscle doesn't get fatigued and tired, and you can sustain its strength for the entire day. So that is why. And then you have to keep moving, basically. So you cannot just get stuck in one. So most desk workers, like if they are working on a PC, right? So they end up being in like a forward head posture with slouching shoulders and a hump. So even that is not good. So then we actually help them to understand how much they can stretch and, you know, get their pain relieved. So for example, if this is the chair that I have, so I ask them to, like, you know,
Do like
get
Yeah.
sneak in that workout, like, you know, every maybe half an hour or 40 minutes whenever you go in for your loo break, or maybe like a water break. So why not have like an exercise break too? So whenever they come to me, like, I would suggest, like, meet a physio once.
Yeah.
Just understand what like imbalances you have in your body, and they'll just help you. They are great educators, physios. Every physio, any physio you go to, they are really good educators. So they will help you understand yourself, understand what your postures are, what exercises will help you. Like exercises almost same होते हैं, ऐसे नहीं कि कुछ वो अलग बताएंगे, बट आपके लिए एक स्पेसिफिक डिग्री और एंगल पे आपको एक डिफरेंट स्ट्रेच फील होगा जो सर को
Yeah.
फील नहीं होगा.
मतलब different
हाँ.
individual has a different
एक्सरसाइज
approach.
भले ही
Yeah.
सेम हो बट आपकी जो लाइफस्टाइल है वो एग्जैक्टली सेम नहीं है, और आपकी बॉडी एग्जैक्टली सेम नहीं है.
Correct.
तो लिटिल बिट ऑफ दैट अ फिजियो कैन हेल्प यू
Yeah.
अंडरस्टैंड कि व्हाट इज दैट वन स्वीट स्पॉट इन योर बॉडी.
Yeah.
And then once you know it, then you're set for at least 1 or 2 months or 3 months. Like,
Yeah.
okay, then I know this is my
Yeah.
relieving.
So let's understand this by an example. Let's say there is a person named A,
हाँ.
and he is living a very sedentary lifestyle. बस desk पे बैठो 8 घंटे. And the problem with this guy is, if he starts working, he lose track of time.
Yeah.
4 5
That
घंटे
is
बैठ
what
गया.
happens. Yeah.
And log out किया, and then it's Netflix and chill.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
फिर वही 4-5
then
घंटे
Yeah.
then it's like on the couch in the most relaxed
Yeah.
position.
Yeah.
And then he will hit in the most comfortable bed. So if you meet this person down the line, what are the things you suggest this person to get it immediately?
This person A, I see like 60% of people like that. 60 to
God,
70.
60%.
Yeah. I
More
think
than
most
that.
of us are like that.
More than that. Most IT workers. So that's why I am also like, I work. So you know ergonomics, right?
Yes, ergonomics.
Ergonomics is
yes.
it's basically workplace
Yes.
arrangement of sitting,
Correct.
which is like ideal for like the PC should be at a certain
Yes,
level, like your
yes,
eye level.
yes.
Your keyboard should be at this
Correct.
certain level,
Correct,
and then
correct.
your chair should be comfortable enough that you can lean
Yes,
back and
yes,
also be
yes,
straightened up.
yes.
Your knee angle should be in a certain way,
Yes.
and then your foot should be rested well. So I also, because I see so many of them like that, so I work with them too, and I go out in like companies and help them understand, like analyze their desk. So what I do with them is your question, right? So I'll ask them to bring me a photo of your desk, you know,
Okay.
help me. So they get involved, they get engaged. Okay, you know, we are getting to the root cause of the problem. So then then I tell them that, okay, you can do this way. If you have no means of placing your desktop at your eye level, maybe just keep some books niche.
Okay.
Elevate your
Yes, the laptop or the
laptop,
screen.
yeah,
a little
screen.
up.
If they're using laptop, then use additional keyboard. So it's a very how do I say it, like you keep inculcating these habits in them, you keep talking about these things to them, only then they start adapting it, because they've adapted to that sedentary lifestyle for so long that adapting to these changes, it's tough. So we start very small with them.
Yes.
Okay.
So then I literally sometimes I go I tell them, open your phone,
Yeah.
open the alarm app, like
Yeah.
you know,
Okay.
put 2 hours ka times.
Okay.
For
They need to
a
take a
reminder.
mandatory break.
Yeah,
every 2
I
hours.
make them do it in front of me,
Yeah.
and I'm like, so that it rings and they do that.
And during that mandatory alarm, what you'll ask them?
So
to
then whatever exercises I've told them to do,
They
like
have to do that.
Yeah, so if it is a lower back pain patient, so
Yes.
there is like there's a certain set of exercise that, you know, like you sit, I tell them that you sit for 8 to 10 hours like that, and you just exercise for 1 hour. Something you do that is going to help your back, you do that only for 1 hour.
Yeah.
And something that is so bad for your back,
You
you
do
do
it
that for 8 to 10
10
hours.
Correct.
So we have to sneak in some mobility in your work.
Yeah.
So I tell them to do some back extension drills. So I modify it in such a way that they can do it in their office place.
Yeah.
So you enter all the offices.
Yeah,
and you
so
make
now I
them-
started like whenever like I find an HR, I just tell them, listen, let's just do something. Let's just like, you know, because I feel bad. Like somebody at a very good level now, they'll have their own cabin.
Yeah.
And they will probably even have an office space that they can gym space that they can
Yeah.
enter into. But a normal employee, they don't have that.
Yeah.
So something we can do around the desk. So I tell them the stretches.
Yeah.
And you know, and it's a lot of talking with them. That's why I say like it's more like a mental habit.
Yeah.
That
So
I
these
also
mobility exercises you tell them during that time is more involved towards their like overall mobility, or the keeping the lower back in mind?
So when I have a limited time to
Yeah.
work with them, so it's lower back.
Okay.
But then if they give me more time, then it's like a full body, because your body just doesn't work with one portion, right? Like if it is my lower back, the pain could be coming from my neck, the pain could be coming from my feet.
Okay.
So it's not necessarily just the lower back issue.
Yeah.
Maybe it showed up in the lower back, maybe now the structures involved are in the lower back, but then it can be because of, like, you know, the primary issue, the root cause maybe, let's say
Something
how
else.
your ankle falls.
Yeah.
So that is what I was talking about, like identifying the problem and then helping them.
Related to that, I have something for people who don't work in corporate offices, but people like us.
Yeah.
Like, let's talk about tech neck now, because we spend so much time on our phone as a content creator, and we cannot avoid it.
Yes.
Like, we can say that don't use phone, but we have to use our phone because we have to work on Instagram.
Yeah.
We have to edit. We have to
Yes.
follow up. Everything is there on our phone.
Yes.
And then hence we get our neck pain. So how do we address that now?
So we have certain set of exercises for neck pain. If it is a text neck, so I will suggest that you do some posture exercises. So anything that helps to retract your shoulders back. So you do shoulder retractions.
Okay.
So in that, there are 3 set of muscles in your upper back. These are known as middle trapezius, rhomboids, okay, lower trapezius. So we work to strengthen them. So these are all upper back drills. Then we ask them to use maybe like there is something known as a peanut ball. Okay.
Okay.
So you know those deep tissue balls होते हैं जो
yes,
release
yes,
करते हैं.
yes, yes.
So it's like it's connected. 2 balls are connected together. So something that can protect your spine while you work with
Yeah.
that peanut ball over here. So it will help release
Okay.
the structures around the neck area. So it will really nicely go all the way up and down. So you
Alright.
can do that, and then while you do that, you can do some chin tuck exercises.
Okay.
So chin tucks
Okay.
are basically like you just make like a double chin and you
And
pull
then
your
release,
chin back.
yeah.
So this will help to strengthen the deep neck stabilizers.
Okay.
And then there are some neck isometric exercises.
Yeah, isometric exercise is something I'm really interested in. What
Yeah.
is isometric exercise?
Isometric is something when it is a form of stabilizing exercise.
Yeah.
So सी एक होता है डायनामिक एक्सरसाइज जिसमें हम मूवमेंट करते हैं,
करते हैं हाँ.
राइट. बट अगर हम कहीं पे देख रहे हैं, फोकस कर रहे हैं, या मैं नीचे देख रही हूँ, तो कंटिन्यूसली वो स्टेबलाइजर्स वर्क कर रहे हैं और हमें पता भी नहीं है वो वर्क कर भी रहे हैं, दे आर डूइंग देयर जॉब. बट व्हेन दे आर वीक, व्हेन दे गेट वीक, दैट्स व्हेन ऑल दीज बिगर मसल्स दे स्टार्ट टू कैच अप एंड फिर हमें पेन यहाँ फील होता है. जबकि प्रॉब्लम है वो छोटे छोटे मसल्स में जो स्टेबलाइज नहीं कर पा रहे हैं. सो व्हेन वी वर्क ऑन स्टेबलाइजिंग दिस मसल्स यूजिंग आइसोमेट्रिक एक्सरसाइजेस. So isometric is when the shape of the muscle doesn't change. तो जब हम
Okay.
bicep curl मारते हैं तो कैसे ये मसल छोटी हो जाती है,
Yeah.
फिर एक्सटेंड
Stretch
करते हैं तो स्ट्रेच हो
Yeah.
जाती है. तो कॉन्सेंट्रिक बोलते हैं हम इसको. when it changes the shape, concentric and eccentric. Isometric में वो shape sustained होता है,
Okay.
stabilize होता है. So मैं सिर्फ contract कर रही हूँ अभी, right? So when you're in place and when you're just trying to contract. So that is isometric. So it
Something
helps to
like-
stabilize
Yeah,
the
something like
joint.
pushing yourself to the wall,
हाँ, similar
or
to
doing
that.
like a
wall
wall squat.
hold.
That is also
Yeah.
isometric.
So even that is an isometric.
Yeah.
तो वो stabilizers पे work करता है.
Yeah.
तो आपको stability देता है
So
basically.
that is
Basically,
more effective.
Keeping
very
that
effective
particular
for pain
muscle
also.
engaged without moving or
The joint,
the joints.
correct. Without moving any part of your limb, stabilizing, activating it. तो उसके cues होते हैं.
Yeah.
So जैसे आपने कहा wall squat hold है, वो एक तरह का isometric hold है for your
Yeah.
quadriceps and glutes.
Yeah.
तो उस तरह से नेक के लिए एक बेसिक होता है, यू जस्ट यू नो you push your neck with your hand but you don't allow your neck to move.
Correct.
Oh,
So then
okay.
you're working on the stabilizers. तो ये बहुत ही अच्छे strength givers भी होते हैं, stabilizers भी होते हैं, but they actually have been found to relieve pain. So as soon as you do a isometric contraction and then you relax it, your body sends the signal of like similar to a pain relief. So it
Okay.
उसको हम कहते हैं post isometric relaxation. तो अपने आप वो neck muscles relax हो जाते हैं जैसे ही हम उनको stabilization
Right.
exercises देते हैं.
Right. Yeah.
This patient met you in the office.
Yeah.
He took the exercises that you have asked him to do in every 2
Yes.
hours. Now he's driving back home on a bike or maybe
Yeah.
on a car. He's again sitting straight. He reached home. He's exhausted. He turned on the TV and he opted to go on the couch.
Yeah.
He decided to miss the workout.
Yes.
And then finally, when he's done with the work, done the Netflix and chill, and he straightforwardly go to the bed. Do you see how many red flags you see in this person? I mean, you try to improve him in the office.
Yes.
What things you'd like have this person incorporate? If this is the person who is 60% there, dominant in the number of patients you see, what are the changes you recommend to this person? You already told me that this
Office.
the office thing. What things he can introduce so he can live a happy life without having.
It's very easy. You just keep a foam roller in your house, next to you, right? So I tell them that have a foam roller, or maybe the release ball. Have those things in your vicinity, like in your visibility, like you can see them. Have a TheraBand at home, like a stretching band. Have a yoga mat laying around, so that you can simply. And then sometimes when it is difficult to find, like you said, that ghar jaake they are not doing anything. So when I see them next, I ask them, how was your day? They say they are still in pain. And then I ask them, like, what did you do? And then they say exactly what you said, that I went home, I switched on the TV, and then I just went off to sleep.
Yes.
So then I know that, okay, अभी इनको ऐसे भी drills देने हैं जो ये घर पे भी कर सके. So I tell them something that they can do around their couch, something that they can do with the window grill, like some upper body drills, some exercises. So I just, in a way, that's why we go very in depth with them to even understand how they're living. So what is it in their house that what is something that we can change.
Correct.
And then I don't think twice before asking them to buy something for themselves. Like this you need only. You get it. And then I have to tell them that this will be helpful in the long term, like a foam roller. So something like that, you can get very creative with the exercise, and it can help with pain relief also. You're doing a lot of foam roller drills.
So movement and exercise is something you can at least ask them the bare minimum things you can start
Do
with.
at home.
Yes.
This 60% of the cases, how many of them are women?
Many. So the office goers mostly men, but in that, like, women who are going to office, they're also doing at household chores.
Yeah.
So they are more troubled, and they're more sleepless.
Yeah.
So like men, at least they slightly less responsibility, obviously more stress to them, because they're like the bread winners in our country mostly.
Yeah.
But women are too now, so like for them it's like doubled up. So for them we have to really work a little extra to help them realize that they really need to do this for their work to sustain.
Yeah.
They really need to talk to them a lot more in depth.
Yeah. Talking about women now, there are many, like we were talking about daily mistakes that we do.
Yeah.
So, as women, we do many more mistakes. I feel that we have certain things that we need to look good and carry a heavy bag on the shoulder, wearing heels. So, like a lot of us, especially working women who carry like a heavy bag, like laptop, everything on one shoulder.
Yes.
So what do you say about it? What can be the situation, and in longer run, like what kind of pain they can face, and if there's a solution to that?
Yeah. So we have these women who are working professionals, and then they come to us and they're like, I'm carrying this heavy bag.
Yeah.
And then, now my shoulder hurts, and now when I try to lift my hand,
Yeah.
it's painful for me.
Yeah.
And then we try to find, like, can you not carry that much? And then the answer always is, I cannot not. I have to carry it. I have to travel with it. I have no option. Then simply we can ask them to divide the weight in 2 hands if they can.
Yeah.
But most of them are again traveling in the train, and it's very
Correct.
hectic, and very, like, my heart goes out to them. Like it's tough, for like most people, like they're carrying that weight. So then it's like, see, if you think, you can get creative. So I push them to think like, what else? What is it? Maybe
Yeah.
you can do it this way. Maybe you can do it this way.
Yeah.
Maybe you can keep some stuff in the office itself.
Yeah.
Maybe, find a locker. You don't have to carry. Don't carry a backpack. Carry two small bags in your hand. Or maybe, try to keep it equal
Or
on
they
both
can switch
sides.
the positions, like
Switch
maybe
the
they are
position.
holding it 5
yeah.
minutes here,
Mostly, it's not normalizing, when like backpacks are not getting
Yeah, not
normalized.
normalized
You
for
have to
women.
carry that handbag.
Yeah.
And then it gets very heavy for them.
Yeah.
Yes, they have laptop, then they
I
have.
wish it gets normalized, after
Yeah.
this.
And even wearing heels, I mean, we all look
Hmm.
fabulous in heels and we get that confident.
Yeah,
But
hide
then it is not good. Like,
Yes.
so,
I would suggest then we also have to carry the flats.
yeah.
And if you are doing like high heels, then your knees are going to be at risk.
Yeah.
Because it's an unlocked position for your knee when you're wearing heels.
How bad it can be if you like wear heels every day for like maybe 3 to 4 hours, say, or
So you will have to put in the strength work to it for that much amount of time. And so that you can compensate for that. If you
Scary.
can understand, like,
Yeah.
so like do a lot of good strength and stability work on the knee. So again,
Yeah.
इसमें balance और stability drills होते हैं
Yeah.
for the knee. Like you can there are good standing fire hydrant exercise. So जिसमें आपका one leg पे आप stand करते हो and the other leg lifts up from the side. So
Okay.
it strengthens your glutes, and
Okay.
on the leg that you're standing, it strengthens the ligaments. So that way you work around your knee, so you give it that support and stability.
Yeah.
Because most women, like if you're on your high heels and like you're walking, there are days of the month where your hormone levels are different and your ligament laxity is different in those like time periods, and you still have to do that. Or maybe if you're intoxicated and if you're dancing and then suddenly your knee buckles,
Yeah.
that happens. Or maybe you have to suddenly run somewhere and then maybe or maybe not everyone's ankle joint is that strong enough, so not only the knee, you get an ankle twist.
Yeah.
So it doesn't feel that bad in the first 3 decades of your life,
Yeah.
but then once
Yeah.
it starts like
Yeah.
it starts saying hi that okay, there is some degeneration
like almost
happening.
changing the alignment of your
Alignment,
toe.
yes.
And talking about toe, like there are a lot of sportsmen, especially cricketers, bowlers. I have, again, when I was doing the research for this podcast, I came to know that the toe section of the sports shoe, they cut it off
Yes.
because there's so much pressure
Yeah.
on the toe, and
Yeah.
it is not good for.
हाँ,
because
absolutely.
we are made in such a way that हमारे सारे
हाँ.
fingers के बीच में including toe
Space होना
space होना
चाहिए.
चाहिए just for the stability.
Yes.
Talking
Tripod
about
बोलते
her
हैं.
example, the pencil heels in particularly, the
Yeah.
the
Yes.
front
Especially
part
stilettos.
it's so small.
Yeah.
The I'm sure the toe will come like that
Yeah.
with all
Cramp.
the fingers.
Correct.
And in the I saw most of the time she walks in with confidence.
Yes.
But it
either
is
I am carrying her
painful, like,
pencil heels
inside.
outside, or she's just walking barefoot always.
But what I do is like if I have to go for an event or a
Yeah.
shoot, I always carry a flat. Even if I have to travel, like suppose I go to a very beautiful location like Paris and all.
Of course.
So what I
You
did
just
there,
carry an
I
extra
carry flat or sneakers,
change,
and
huh?
when I have to do a shoot or something,
Quickly
I remove
switch.
it.
That is a great idea actually. So again, it's so hard to be a woman, then again the weight of your bag increases because you're carrying your
Yeah.
flat.
I'm
You
always
just
there,
can't.
na. I'll
you're
always
there.
carry. I always carry. No,
The best is to slide into their footwear.
Yeah. Yeah, sneakers are the best.
Yes.
Best friend, I feel. Sneakers or flats.
whenever we travel, I always ask her, Debushi, carry two. See,
He knows.
few nights will go out, but most of the time we'll be on the road on a sneakers. I will carry sneakers with me, and in the bag also we always have sneakers.
Yeah.
That's
No matter
good.
how expensive the heels or the stiletto is, it's
Yes.
going to give you pain because
Yes.
you are doing the same thing.
No matter what she's wearing, she'll always have sneakers.
Yeah,
No matter how
I'm-
good she's
That's
looking,
good.
she'll always have sneakers.
I
Yes.
will have because I cannot tolerate that pain for
Yes.
a longer time. Okay, for
No,
shoot
you're
I can
good.
do for some time. But
It's your body's way of telling that
Yeah.
this is
Yeah.
not right. And we, since childhood, we were never conditioned to wear
Yeah.
that, right? Like it was always like we, as a kid, you would run bare feet.
Correct.
We got into the habit of wearing shoes way later,
Yes.
right? So personally, when I do my training, like strength training, I to do bare feet. Like I ensure that my
Yes.
feet get strengthened and trained.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's a very good way of approaching.
It's
So
very
try
anchored,
doing
yeah.
a lot of bare feet exercises.
Yeah.
So foot exercises, there are various foot exercises.
Yeah.
So whenever like you're sitting right now, no, so there are so many things you can do. You can just grab this
Yeah.
carpet
Like this.
under your
Oh.
feet and
Nice.
then just work on strengthening
Yeah.
your intrinsic muscles. Basically call them intrinsic muscles.
Okay.
So ये सब जो छोटे छोटे चीजें होते हैं ना, we try to sneak it in their routine, like
Yeah,
ऐसे
and
कर लो, ये
that's
ऐसे कर
the
लो.
most helpful thing, like छोटी छोटी चीजें जो
हाँ.
कर सकते हो ना, it creates a lot of
Yeah,
yes good effect. जब भी मैंने इसको heels पहनते देखा ना, the following day she always have this lower back pain.
हाँ.
Yeah. Oh,
And
yeah.
most of the time, because we're on a vacation or something, she will never say it. She will
Yeah.
keep masking it till the
Because
time
you have
it's
to look
become.
pretty also.
Now I have to come back to the same thing. Like when people actually make this effort, कि
Yeah.
नहीं अब तो जाना ही पड़ेगा physiotherapist
Yeah.
का. I'm sure, personally coming from my experience, I'm so good at it.
Yeah.
I'll say नहीं हो जाएगा, manage कर लूँगा, and by the time I decide,
Yeah.
it's already too late for me. It happened many times. The patients that you come across, are they already?
Yeah, it's a good one, good question. So yes, अभी अगर आपने 2 बार 3 बार एक्सपीरियंस कर लिया है ये कि ये होता ही है, जिस तरह से आपने कहा है, लाइक आप लोगों ने ओवर अ पीरियड ऑफ टाइम एक्सपीरियंस कर लिया और अब आपको पता है कि ये इतना ज़्यादा हो गया है कि अभी मुझे एक वेकेशन पे जाना है और मुझे पता है मुझे चलना पड़ेगा वहाँ और मुझे शायद हील्स पहननी पड़ेंगी, यू नो, मुझे शायद ट्रैक भी करना होगा, बट मैं ये सब करता हूँ या करती हूँ तो मुझे ये पेन चालू हो जाता है. आपको कुछ नहीं करना, आपको सिर्फ आके एक फिजियो को मिलना है. वो आपको ऐसे ट्रिक्स और टेक्निक्स बता देंगे दैट आप ये भी कर पाओगे और आपको शायद पेन भी इतना फील ना हो. सो वो दे जस्ट, वी कॉल इट टूल्स. टूल्स आर व्हाट, बेसिकली योर ओन सेट ऑफ. आप ये तो कैरी करते हो, यू कैरी योर एसिडिटी मेडिसिन, राइट?
Correct. Yeah. A lot of
कि कुछ
medicine we carry.
गलती से यू नो एसिडिटी हो गया
Yes,
तो
yes.
यू जस्ट पॉप इट इन.
Yeah.
तो उसी तरह से आप एक सेट ऑफ एक्सरसाइज एज अ टूल कैरी करते हो खुद के साथ
Yes.
कि ठीक है यार, ये 5 से 6 एक्सरसाइजेज है.
Yes.
अगर मुझे ये प्रॉब्लम हो रही है, लोअर बैक की इशू हो रही है, तो देयर आर सम
Please.
कोर स्ट्रेंथनिंग एक्सरसाइजेस,
Okay.
जैसे कि डेड बग्स हो गया या
Dead
ब्रिजेस.
bugs.
हाँ, डेड बग्स.
Okay.
So you activate your deep core muscles and you move your lower leg or your upper arms.
Okay.
So it's a core exercise.
Okay.
तो वो जो आर्च बन जाती है जब हम लोअर जब हील्स पहनते हैं तो वो आर्च बन जाती है ना लोअर बैक में.
Yeah, yeah.
That's it causes a compression in the lower back.
Yeah.
So we do an exercise like dead bug will help to flatten that arch out, relax that arch, and help you relieve from that pain.
Oh, I need to learn it.
Yeah, you
I'll
will
We
I'll
will
tell you.
learn it after the wrap.
Yes.
But talking about lower back,
Yes.
I face it quite often. Especially now, I want to ask you about sitting on the floor. Like we have heard
Yeah.
from our ancestors, and
Yes.
like old days में हम लोग floor पे ही बैठ के खाना खाते थे, and even now we sit on the
Yes.
floor and eat food because that's something that we like.
Lovely. That's
yeah.
great.
But then I have noticed that if I sit for a longer time, मेरे back में, like lower back में, I get like severe pain. It has, I don't know how it has become a little less because I've started taking calcium medicine. I don't know why. But then if I sit for a longer time, say for an hour, then I will get it. So what could be the reason and how do we address it?
So that is the endurance of your back muscles.
Okay.
उनकी एक एंड्योरेंस टाइम है. जैसे कि आप एक प्लैंक होल्ड करते हो तो आप कितना देर होल्ड कर पाते हो? 1 मिनट, 2 मिनट,
Yeah.
3 मिनट. अगर आपको उस पे जाना है तो आपको उसके लिए
Yes,
उतना वो
endurance
आप
बढ़ाना
ट्रेन
पड़ेगा.
करते हो, आप
Correct,
एंड्योरेंस उसको वर्क करते हो उस पे.
Yeah.
सो सिमिलरली आपके बैक के लिए भी अभी आपका गोल है कि आपको पसंद है बैठना, आपको 1 घंटा बैठना है, तो मेरा काम ये रहेगा कि मैं आपको उतना स्ट्रेंथ और एंड्योरेंस से इक्विप करूँ और फ्लेक्सिबिलिटी से इक्विप करूँ कि so when you sit on the floor, it is not just your lower back, your lower leg muscles.
Okay.
If they are flexible enough, then only your lower back will relax. Okay. अगर वो ही टाइट है तो वो हमेशा बैक को खींचते रहेंगे नीचे की तरफ, you know,
Correct.
because they are tight.
Yes, yes.
So my hamstrings will always pull my lower back. My glutes will always pull my lower back because they are not flexible enough. So for you to sit for longer period, your lower limb muscles have to be flexible. right? Then I'll work on your lower back ka endurance. Then I'll work on your core ka endurance. Okay, then I'll also see how is your neck ka posture, because जब हम आगे झुकते हैं आगे के तरफ स्लाउच होते हैं,
हाँ
स्पेशली 1 आवर की बात है,
हाँ
तब आपको पता नहीं आप कौन से पोजीशन में चले गए हो, तो जितना हम आगे झुकते हैं उतना वो लोड है ना लोअर बैक का बढ़ते जाता है. तो लोअर बैक बेचारा है ना, वो नीचे से भी त्रस्त हो रहा है, ऊपर से भी त्रस्त हो रहा है. तो एक्चुअली उसमें है कैपेसिटी
ओके
उतना देर बैठने की, क्योंकि आप देखो मेडिटेशन में लोग कितना देर बैठ जाते हैं. सो कैपेसिटी तो है लोअर बैक की कि वो सस्टेन कर सकता है उतने टाइम के लिए, बट उसके हेल्पर्स नहीं है. तो वो यही होता है फिर, मे बी इट इज द लोअर लिम्ब.
एक चीज और होती है, जब आप बहुत देर तक नीचे बैठे रहते हो,
हाँ.
अब आप उसको
तुम्हारे
पैर,
साथ भी तो होता
तो
है.
पैर सो जाने वाला जो पार्ट होता
हाँ.
है कि लिम्ब बिकम लाइफलेस,
Yes,
थोड़े टाइम
yes.
बाद उसके
हाँ.
अंदर एक टाइम और होता है कि व्हेन आई एम स्लीपिंग ना, कि आई डोंट नो लाइक हाथ किसी पोजीशन में शायद ऐसे चला जाता है, बीच
और
में
वो सो
रात को
जाता
जब
है
नींद
हाथ.
होती है तो दूसरे हाथ से उसको पकड़ के नीचे
पकड़
लेके
के
आना
लाना
पड़ता
पड़ता
है.
है.
सो दैट हैपेंस.
Yes.
इज इट नॉर्मल, समथिंग टू बी वरीड
हाँ,
अबाउट?
डेड आर्म जिसको कहते हैं, डेड लिम्ब.
and let's talk about sleeping position also because he brought it out, so we
Yes.
want to understand कि कैसा ideal होना चाहिए
हाँ.
position.
So what I tell, okay, first we'll do the dead arm thing. तो बेसिकली हमारी नर्व कंप्रेस हो जाती है. सो जब हम नीचे बैठते हैं तो हमारी सियाटिक नर्व होती है जो हमारे ग्लूट बटक्स के पास होती है. सो किसी किसी की वो ज़्यादा एक्सपोज्ड होती है, विद द क्लोजर टू द स्किन होती है, लाइक थोड़ा किसी किसी की बहुत ही
अंदर होती है,
अंदर
like
होती है,
muscles
उनको
के-
ज़्यादा
yeah.
तकलीफ नहीं होता है. जो थोड़ी बाहर होती है, जिन लोगों पे थोड़ा कम फैट्स होता है, तो आप ग्राउंड से सीधा क्लोजर होती है वो नर्व हो जाती है, नो. सो देन
It
फॉर
get
देम
pressed,
हाँ
एकदम
प्रेस
blood
जल्दी हो
circulation
जाती
रुक
है.
जाता है.
Okay.
हाँ, एंड कभी कभी एनाटॉमिकली वो कभी कभी थोड़ी ओवर एक्सपोज्ड होती है. सो इन मी आई हैव
But
दैट
if
इशू
the
एक्चुअली.
same thing happen when you're sleeping and you just because you
हाँ,
don't
सो
know
इन
it,
दैट केस हाँ,
then in that case, because most of the time मुझे दूसरे हाथ से अपने
खींचना
पहले वाले हाथ को
पड़ता
नीचे
है.
लेके आना
Yeah, it
पड़ता है.
happens, yeah.
So in
हाँ,
that case,
एक्चुअली वो अगेन वो नर्व कंप्रेस ही हो रही है.
nerve,
एंड यू शुड, आई मीन यू शुड इंश्योर दैट कि लाइक आप सो रहे हो तो आप एटलीस्ट जब सोने जा रहे हो तब आप खुद को देख लो, बिकॉज वाई इफ यू वांट यू कैन कट इट आउट, बिकॉज इट्स कॉल्ड सैटरडे नाइट पाल्सी.
Saturday night palsy.
Yes.
What is
I'm all
that?
ears.
So you can imagine if somebody is drinking a lot on a Saturday and then they just sleep like इस तरह से, like outstretched hand.
Yeah.
So they end up, you know, उनकी nerve damage हो जाती है उस position में. So then they end up in a complete palsy and then we'll have
Really?
to, yeah, extensive
By the way,
treatment.
this is not Saturday night
Scary.
palsy. It happens regularly without on good days only that I'm talking.
That's why I said that.
Yeah,
But
normal
what you're
days.
mentioning is different because those who are drunk और ऐसे वो गिर जाते हैं और outstretched hand में और इसी तरह से सो जाते हैं और फिर वो हिलते ही नहीं है.
Yes, yes.
But when we are sleeping, we are constantly changing our position.
yes.
Correct.
So that is different. तो वो कभी कभी हो जाता है, डेड आर्म सिंड्रोम बोलते हैं हम जिसको. And then you just, ऐसा कुछ नहीं है
But
आप,
nothing to worry, right?
हाँ, like
because
ज़्यादा
you,
सोचने
as
की
long
जरूरत
आप उठ सकते
Yeah.
हो बीच बीच में और उसको करेक्ट कर सकते हो. So
Yeah.
एक सोने के वक्त ही आपकी बॉडी उस स्टेज में रहती है, बट यू डोंट हैव एनी कंट्रोल ओवर. आपको पता भी नहीं होता कि हाउ यू आर स्लीपिंग. लाइक शी स्लीप्स लाइक द आर्चर काइंड ऑफ पोजीशन, लाइक
I sleep on the left side basically.
the warrior position.
Warrior position क्या
One knee is bent to the side and one hand is opened
proper
out.
shavasana type of like because straight as
See this होता
So
है.
which one is ideal? Left side
ऐसे
में
कुछ भी
सोना,
नहीं
right
है.
side में सोना, सीधा सोना.
ऐसा कुछ नहीं है.
Okay.
What we tell people is that unless उठने के बाद दर्द हो रहा है कोई चीज में, तो शायद आपका मैट्रेस एक इशू हो सकता है.
Okay.
एंड यू विल सी सम, अगर आप सर्च करोगे तो आपको मिल जाएंगे वीडियोस की ये पोजीशन खराब है, वो पोजीशन सही है. सोने की मुझे ऐसा लगता है कभी कभी हमें इतना सोचना ही नहीं चाहिए, एज लॉन्ग एज यू गेट अ वेरी ब्लिसफुल स्लीप एंड 8 hours ऑफ स्लीप, so you're good enough. 6 to 8 hours, अभी तो 8 hours बहुत मुश्किल हो गया है for people to get. So as such there is no specific position, but yes, like if you have a neck issue, then maybe a certain height of the pillow will help you to not have neck stiffness when you get up, Okay. If you have a lower back issue, then sometimes we tell them some modification like keeping the pillows under your knee. But again, it is not something I would recommend to all.
So
as
Unless
long
there
as
is
you're
some,
as long as you're like getting up and you're fine, then you don't have to think much, is
Yes.
what
So
you're
yes.
saying.
if there is no ideal position according to you, what is a complete no position?
no position. Hard to say
Like,
like
see,
that.
I started when I was kid. I used to take the pillow
Huh.
or a blanket, and I'll sleep on my stomach. But I'll keep the pillow or the blanket tucked below
Yeah.
me. That's how I used to sleep. But some I realized, sleeping with your tummy on, it's not the correct way.
ऐसा कुछ भी नहीं है. ऐसा कुछ भी नहीं है because see, rested position है. I'll tell you कहाँ पे problem होती है सोते वक्त. Like we mentioned about electrolytes and calcium and everything. Sometimes people get night cramps.
Cramps.
You know, they get it in the
Yes,
hamstring,
yes, yes.
calf.
Yeah.
Yes, yes,
It's
it happens.
horrible in the night,
Yes,
right?
Yeah.
yes.
समटाइम्स वो वहाँ पे नहीं फील होते, लोअर बैक में कभी कभी किसी किसी को फील हो जाता है. सो दे डोंट रियलाइज दैट इट्स अ क्रैम्प. दे फील अरे मुझे सोते वक्त कुछ प्रॉब्लम हो गया है. सो दैट्स व्हाई चेकिंग ऑल दीज न्यूट्रिशन थिंग्स इज ऑल्सो वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट बिकॉज वी ब्लेम समथिंग एल्स फॉर इट बट कॉज कुछ और हो सकता है. बट या एरोप्लेन्स में लाइक व्हेन यू ट्रैवलिंग
Oh, it's
देन फॉर द नेक इट
The
इज
swollen feet and the
सबसे,
neck
like,
issue, especially
the
if it's
उसमें सोना अवॉइड कर सकते हो तो कर
particularly if it's a low cost airline, आपकी सीट बिल्कुल recliner के नाम पे कुछ
और
भी नहीं हो
पूरी
रही
हिलती
हो.
रहेगी.
Yes.
yeah. We both live a active life. Okay, we go to workout and we face a lot of gym related injury, and not lot but many of us who are like into workout and all of that will face something or the other in the workout session. So
Yes.
how, like, let's talk about muscle pull first. So how do we address that, and how do we recover? Basically the recovery is something that I want to talk about more. Like,
Yes.
ho to jata hi hai,
Correct,
we do
correct,
deadlifts, we
absolutely.
do lot of other,
It does, huh?
yeah, especially
It does get recovered in the initial stages when you're younger. तभी समझ में भी नहीं आता है, like, you know. And then I do get patients who come to me and tell me that, it has happened couple of times and it has recovered on its own, but why is it not recovering right now? Like, so what is the issue? They get bothered, and these are the people who really want to take care of themselves, but still they'll end up in such
Yes.
things. Again, I will say nothing to worry about. Even I have myself experienced a pull in my back because when we are in the gym, we tend to get very motivated and very, pumped up, and
Yes.
then we want to get to that certain lift.
Yes.
Like,
Yeah.
we feel like, "Arey,
That
kar
mind-body
lenge."
connection, the moment it gets
Yeah,
break,
yeah.
and there the
There
pull
the
or
problem
the
happens,
spasm
yeah.
happens. Yes.
So that is what it is. And then we are underprepared, So let's say I feel super pumped and I just want to, like, I feel good, like मैंने कर लिए 2-3 exercises, and then suddenly I decide कि यार, I think I can lift a good 70 kg deadlift. So let me attempt that.
Yeah.
That is
Yes,
what
the
everybody
attempt.
feels. It's
Yes,
a very
yes.
common
Yeah.
feeling. And then you attempt it, and then everything is fine. Even then, you're like, I did that, and it's great. Great, keep going.
Yes,
and
yes.
then the
Next day.
next day.
I know it where it's going.
Yeah.
I felt it.
Next
The
day.
next day.
You felt this exact
Yes,
thing, like I felt it too.
Yes.
And I'm glad I felt it because I want to understand कि क्या होता है,
Yes.
we keep studying, we keep doing the theory. So then when I also explored that thing and I realized, okay, it is something that can be managed and you just need a little help in that. Like
Okay.
just 1 or 2 sessions of help understanding the problem, finding your own tool, like I said, finding your own set of exercises. And whenever you get a muscle pull, basically what is a muscle pull? Like I just mentioned that I think I can do it, but are my muscles ready? Right?
Okay.
So I think I can do it. That is a think, right? But I never prepped my muscles for that. So oftentimes we do a warm-up, but that warm-up is never enough. And even though a weight that I could lift, but suddenly I lifted this weight and now I got a pain. Even this is a case.
Yeah.
So that is insufficient warm-up.
Okay.
You need to do a good full body warm-up, and we also call this this thing is known as a pre-activation drill.
What
Okay.
is that? What is like sufficient warm up? Is it just stretching or like?
Yes. So, see, warm up is like you have to increase the temperature of your body. Okay. So, all your muscle fibers will start acting when you're trying to do some exercise, and then activating all of the muscle fibers. So, if I want to lift something, every muscle, so जो primary lifter है, अभी अगर मैं deadlift कर रही हूँ तो मेरे primary muscles है hamstring, lower back, glutes, जब मैं
Okay.
उसे lift कर रही हूँ. बट मेरे supporting भी muscles हैं, तो
Like?
उनका like abductors, side thigh muscles, inner thigh muscles, my core, my upper back. So अगर मैं ये lift के लिए जा रही हूँ और मैं सोचूं कि हाँ मैंने hamstring का कर लिया और थोड़ा बहुत वार्म अप कर लिया और मैं कर सकती हूँ, तो ये सपोर्टिंग मसल्स एक्टिव ही नहीं हो पाते हैं.
Correct.
और जो हमारे प्राइमरी मसल्स है जैसे कि हैमस्ट्रिंग या लोअर बैक, दे गो इनटू अ कैच और दे गो इनटू अ मसल पुल because the supporting muscles never got the activation drills. So these are very important to do. So again,
No, there is very important thing you said कि मैंने आज डिसाइड किया कि मैं कर लूंगी.
हाँ.
अगले दिन मुझे रियलाइज होता
हाँ.
है नाउ देयर आपने कहा कि मैं क्या कर सकती हूँ, उसके लिए मेरे पास कुछ एक्सरसाइजेज हैं.
हाँ.
बट यू नेवर यूज द वर्ड रेस्ट देयर.
हाँ.
हमारे दिमाग में होता है कि
Yes.
फुल हो गया, अभी रेस्ट करना है, 2-3 दिन लेटे रहो.
Yes.
But personally, I felt the more I tried to rest, but if I add movement to that particular muscle or the opposite muscle, I feel it
Yes.
more better.
Yeah.
But the rest
Superb.
never works. It feels like it got everything got locked there.
Yes, yes.
So, what's your
absolutely.
take on that? If somebody got the pull, what this person will do the following day when he or she realizes?
So whenever you get a muscle pull like that and it's like the next day and you're in immense pain and you know you want to move but you cannot even move. So in certain cases when like if the movement is giving you like let's say on a scale of 0 to 10 the pain is 8 on 10 or 9 on 10, then I would suggest rest. But if the pain is let's say between 5 to 7 and with like you know if you are able to move and the movement is not increasing the pain, then I would suggest movement. So you know you can just call your physio friend and just tell them that okay this and this is happening, do you think I should rest it out or do you think I can like do some movement around
Okay.
it. So that helps. And mostly if there is a minor pull that has happened like maybe due to lifting or something, in a younger population, like I would not suggest a long-term rest, and even though I suggest a rest, I give them a movement even in that rest period,
So, movement is important.
appropriately loading the muscle.
Loading the muscle. Yes.
So optimal loading we call it basically. So it
Okay.
is a kind of recovery method.
So,
Okay.
one more question, like suppose this injury happened, and from personal experience, I'm telling you that it happened to me, and it was in lower back. Now my choice was, she was saying, Anuj, can I get the ice pack ready? I said,
Yeah.
I'm feeling like I should more do a heat pack.
Yeah.
So when to decide? Because even her ask for doing a ice pack was, I was not able to understand, but I felt it that I should go for a heat pack. So how a person should decide when to go for a heat pack or when to go for ice pack?
Whenever there's a acute injury, so you have just injured yourself and there is like inflamed है area, आप उसको ऐसे back of your hand से touch कर रहे हो, compare कर रहे हो, so जब वो heat बढ़ गया है वो area का, तो yes, in that initial stage, in the first couple of days, you can give it icing. And again, like again the evidences now say that you don't need to ice it a lot also. So again, like I say, the pain can be very psychological also. So I wouldn't want to increase stress for anyone because stress also increases your pain receptors. So pain not necessarily means the level of injury in that joint. So but when you have pain mentally, you would think that oh my god, it's gone really bad, and you know what will happen now. That will in fact increase the pain receptors more.
Yeah.
So in such cases, when I understand that this is the kind of person that might you know get triggered with the pain a lot more, then I would tell them that okay, just ice it, or maybe even you know take a painkiller or something, like because the more they stress or go in like that anxiety of pain, the more it will give them pain. So here when I have athletes who come to me and they get very worried that my you know what will happen to my athletic journey, because now that I've injured my ankle or my knee or my shoulder, and you know I have to really perform, like play this match, it's very important for me because I might get selected, and they
Yeah.
go into stress and tension. And tell them that listen, just relax, we can get through this, because having a positive attitude towards that injury is also very important in terms of recovery. Ice pack, you will have to do it when the injury is new, when there is swelling, there is inflammation.
Swelling, inflammation.
You will see the redness. You can do the ice pack.
Redness.
So yes
And-
to ice pack.
A
Then-
little bit.
Yeah.
Still it's conflicted these days. And when the injury is like long term lower back pain, like you
Yes,
mentioned, like
yes.
बहुत दिन हो गए lower back pain हो रहा है, and you felt like I need lower back, I need a hot pack.
Yes.
So it could be that long term pain जो अभी सिर्फ एग्रीवेट हुआ है और वो मसल स्पैज्म में गया है, टाइट हो गया है बहुत मसल, और लॉन्ग टर्म पेन है, तो हम उसको हॉट पैक बोलते हैं. मैं पर्सनली क्या बोलती हूँ कि आपको क्या अच्छा लग रहा है, आप इस मोमेंट पे वो करो.
Now, my question is that we are talking a lot about body positivity, and it's a great thing. I think everybody should feel comfortable in their own skin. And I'm not talking about shape or size here, because at some point, even I was underweight. Even now, I think according to my height, I'm underweight. But I feel fit, and I feel I have an active lifestyle, and I feel healthy. That's what is important. But normalizing overweight in the name of body positivity can cause health issues in future. Do you agree? And if you agree, please
Yes.
share something what you feel.
Yes, absolutely. Like even I might upset a few people. Like that fear is always going to be there, because you know, we have an influence. Everything is coming from the social media. So what you're portraying out there, it is going to influence people. Now it is up to, personally, you and I, we would not get influenced by that, but there are people who now have a chance to change, but now they're seeing something online that says that, hey, this is normal. But they are in that state that they can actually make a change and not go through those health issues.
Correct.
Yeah.
Because the more fat you accumulate, the more pain you're going to feel in the future. Because even fat has direct like you know, an impact on your stress hormones, and that has an impact on your pain receptors. And the way the angles of your knee fall when you're a little overweight,
Yes.
Yeah,
it can
I've
have an
seen it.
impact on your joint.
Yeah, so see, personally,
Yes.
I was 106 kg.
Oh.
And I had a lot of fat around my this belly area, especially the handles. And I personally know the kind of lower back pain I gone through.
Wow.
In name of body positivity, if I have to
Yes.
say, I was completely wrong. The only better feeling I got it when I
Yeah.
shed those extra kilos.
Yes.
Yeah.
Immediately my lower back pain was long gone.
Yeah.
The joints, the hips, my movement, which
Yes.
at times it feels like क्या सांस आ थोड़ा थक जाते हैं.
Yes.
Everything got so, the happiness got a newer definition altogether when I lose those extra
Yes.
kilos.
Yeah.
So personally I felt it had a lot of
Yeah.
value.
So it's not only about looking good, it's about these major health issues like lower back
Yes.
pain. You said, you know, like the shape
Yeah,
of
like if you have this area which is wider, right? So अगर विथ ज्यादा है तो वो नी और एंकल्स पे आता ही है.
Yes, yes.
अगर ये लाइक फ्रंट एंड बैक विथ जब ज्यादा हो जाता है, यानी बेली जब बाहर निकलता है, फिर वो लोअर बैक पे अफेक्ट करने
Correct,
लगता है.
Yeah.
सो वो एंगल्स जो अपनी जो बायोमैकेनिक्स होती है, जिसे हम कहते हैं हमारे बॉडी के जो एंगल्स होते हैं, तो उस एंगल्स पे वो असर पड़ता ही है. तो वो जाके वो इशू देता है. ये तो फिजिकल इश्यूज हो गए. इंटरनल इश्यूज तो
बहुत सारे, I mean,
हैं.
health organ wise, there's so many issues.
Yes.
So yeah, I just wanted to address this because I feel that it's very important. And yeah,
What I see is they say that they do their workouts, but that is not the major part of their of their influence that they are creating. So if you are a person who is, let's say, on the healthier side, maybe obese, and if you are talking about body positivity, so you just make it a point that majority of your videos or of your influence is about exercise then you're using it in the right way. Because the girl who's watching you, who's let's say 15 16 now, she can actually make a difference in her life by actually doing those exercises.
correct.
Or rather than showing that you can wear this outfit or you can work this confidently. Yes, you can, but make it a major chunk of, because it
Yeah.
is going to have an impact.
Very nicely shared. I think it's
We
very,
covered
very important.
everything. There's one important question I missed,
Yeah.
and that is something related with the hot and the cold part of the shower,
Yeah.
especially when people who train, who are
Yes,
into exercises.
yes.
There is a
The ice bath,
yes, the
ice bath
thing
and the hot
to take
shower
our
and the sauna.
temperature, and it will help in the
Yeah.
muscle recovery.
Yes.
Even if you are not into too much into athletic things, still it will add.
Yes.
What's your take? And if somebody cannot do that thing, can they just have the similar kind of benefit from a
Yes.
cold shower to an extent?
Yeah, a little bit, definitely. So again, the cold ice baths, right? So the ice baths had their own share of limelight, in the recent times.
Yeah.
So what they are saying, like I would like to tell this to everyone, is that yes, when you do a high intensity workout and when it's a very hot and sunny day, plunging into an ice bath, it's great if your goal is not really bulking on your muscles and the goal is purely recovery.
Recovery.
Not bulking necessarily. So then it will really help you.
Okay.
And if and ice bath is something that can help to really shock your nervous system and help to bring about a change in your nervous system basically. It shocks it and then it calms it down again. So it helps to train your how your brain perceives or your body perceives stress. So it's like helps to manage your stress also and the stresses in the body. And in terms of sauna or a hot shower, it is found to be beneficial again in recovery, but in terms of building up the muscle better than an ice bath would.
So after a workout, if somebody prefers, like she prefers having a hot shower, and I'll
Yeah.
prefer having a cold shower.
Warm, yeah.
Which any like do you have as a physio?
Not it will not have that much of an impact because you wouldn't spend that much time in the shower. But if you're doing like a bathtub thing, so then like if you have like you can just get like a those Paul, what do you call it? The syntax things. You can do it something at home, like
Like
the
cold shower.
There is a thing like you take the bucket and you put
Yeah.
the ice in that.
Ice in that, and you
yes.
just
Prepare
get
your own
plunge
ice
in.
bath, basically.
Yes.
So again, a lot of studies around that. So sauna is really good for recovery. They have found out, and like a hot shower too. Basically, hot will just relax your system completely, and cold is it just shocks your nervous system, and then the effect of relaxation is after that.
After that.
Okay.
So if you want to, like, let's say if you want to get to a meeting and like if you want to do something really important and you need your energy levels to be really high, then a cold shower
shower.
would really help maybe in the first part of the day. But in the later part of the day when you
warm
want to
shower,
warm
Yeah.
would really help you to relax out. Your muscles basically, they are now active, so it will help to stress.
Amazing. So with that, we have come to an end to this
It's an
episode.
amazing
But
conversation.
not yet. We have a fun game.
Yes.
A little fun game. We'll play that. Okay. So the game is called Myth or Not. So basically, we are going to ask you a question or a statement. You just have to say myth or not. You can, of course, add few lines to it. So the first question: cracking your knuckles causes arthritis.
Myth. There are no evidences like that yet, and it's a good relieving sensation. You can do it, it's okay, just don't get too addicted and attached to it.
Okay.
The knuckle sound, how the pop sound is basically a what?
It's basically gases that are present around your joints, and when you just open the joint, the gas bubbles pop.
It's harmless.
Harmless.
That's all you feel. It's just people go too intense and aggressive to do it because they get so addicted to it.
Yes.
So that's when they end up straining their muscles or ligaments. Nothing happens with a joint that much.
Okay.
Okay, next one is you don't need to stretch if you don't feel stiff.
Oh, myth.
Definitely.
You must.
Yes.
Because stretching is a function of your muscle. So don't refrain, like don't take that ability of your muscle away.
Yes.
So you should always rest when you're injured.
Oh yeah, we just
Yeah,
did
we
cover
just
that. So it is always rest ke liye myth. Sometimes maybe
Movement is-
necessary, if necessary.
If necessary.
Depends on the level of injury.
Okay.
This is interesting. Sitting up straight 24/7 is the key to good posture.
We cover that as well.
Aesthetically, of course, it will look great if you do that. Obviously, when we say good posture with pain or good posture without pain, that is the question. So
we know the answer.
Back pain means something is wrong with your spine?
Not necessarily. Myth.
Myth.
So yes, like I told you, right? We just did cover that. It could
Yeah.
not necessarily from the back.
Yeah.
It can be from your
Toe.
feet
Yes.
up, or maybe from your neck or your upper back.
Correct. So true. You should avoid moving the injured area completely until it heals.
Myth.
Yeah.
But not entirely.
Not entirely. Not entirely.
That's what I learned from you.
Yes.
Okay. Kids and teenagers don't need physiotherapy. They bounce back on their own.
Somewhat true and somewhat not also, somewhat myth also. Yes, kids have a very good tendency of recovery. They can, just really recover so fast. They actually sometimes don't need physiotherapy only and unless they're athletes and they are playing a sport. तो अगर एक hand dominant sport है जैसे कि tennis, तो उनका one side will always be a little differently conditioned as compared to the other side. So then they would need physiotherapy because then we would help them relax the injured side and
So
train
true.
the other side.
When I was a kid, I was so flexible. I can touch my toe.
Yes.
But
And now
now
with-
I cannot do it because of
But
stiffness.
I can.
Yes. So it's recovery. I think it was far much more easier. During that,
Easier,
it was very
yes.
flexible, and I was like,
Yes.
things
Yes.
will just get.
Yeah, even
turn around overnight.
fractures.
Yes.
Like even fractures, they heal so fast.
Yes. Only old people need physiotherapy.
Obviously, it's not true.
Yes.
We all need physiotherapy, and don't worry, don't get scared by physios because we don't want you to be with us for 10-20 sessions. We want you to come and go back fast to your routine because that is our measure of
No,
success.
that's so true.
So the pain is gone. The problem is fixed.
No, it's myth. Because, like I actually mentioned, that pain is not the measure of your problem. The pain is just a measure of your discomfort. And that is how we navigate. So, pain अगर चला जाता है तो patient को तो लगता है कि they are fine and fit, but we know that it needs a little bit more work. So they go back flying back home and they'll do some crazy thing
And
again and they'll come back. and say,
Come back
Pain
again.
is back.
Back.
Yeah.
Physiotherapy is only for recovery, not prevention.
Oh my God, this is like such a
Yeah.
myth.
Myth.
Because I would love it to become like a preventative measure more and more, and that is what basically what preventative physiotherapy is, that we understand what imbalances you have in your body, we educate you about them, and we give you the tools for it, and you just do your exercise around it. What happens is you mitigate injury. ऐसा नहीं है कि प्रिवेंट हो जाता है पूरी तरह से रिस्क, आप उसको बहुत लेवल पे कम कर सकते हो और उसको आप खुद से खुद ही मैनेज कर सकते हो until and unless the problem is very severe.
Okay. Thank you
With
so
that, that's a
much.
wrap.
Yeah. Thank you so much for coming, and thank you. It was a great conversation, so much learning from you. I'm sure our audience also learned a lot, and we have answered a lot of common questions. If you guys have anything to ask more, you can always leave a comment below.
Yes. Thank you so much. It was a wonderful session, so insightful.
Thank you so much, Devashri and Anuj, for inviting me for this podcast. I'm so glad that you guys have taken this initiative of educating the people and giving out so much of in-depth and personal information. With you guys, like, your experiences, more and more people are going to learn, because these are the tricky questions that most people have in their head and they don't know what to do about it. And great initiative of the two of you, and beautifully handled this podcast. So thank you so much for inviting
Thank
me.
you.
Pleasure having you.